G.L. Williams made it.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. This is Sister Go Ray on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, Talisha, and I'm your co-host, Omari. So I'm very, very excited for this show. I got in the building from just joined the IntellectualRadio.com family recently. I want Big Mike and Sean to introduce themselves real quick before we get started. I'll start with you, Big Mike.
Yo, how y'all doing? This is Big Mike from Everyday Conversations.
And I'm Bags. She just called me Sean. I guess that's the government.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'll forever be that, so I'm not mad.
Shout out to Brother Rizzo West, class of 99. You heard Panthers all day. First of all, I want to take the time to thank the beautiful and talented Omari during the pandemic. Even though I worried the Louisiana out of her, she helped me maintain Sister Go Radio, doing things for me, and being my co-host. So I want to take the time to really thank you for that, Omari. I really appreciate that. And I get inboxes all the time. We love your co-host, everything, and I think we make a good team. Even though we argue, that's cool. We still love each other. So let's get into these topics.
We argue too, so I give you that.
But Omari, before that, tell me a little bit about yourself, your family, where you're from. My audience has really never met you in person in the studio.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'm I have two children, divorced, from Humble Park. Before that, I lived in Brooklyn a little bit.
Brooklyn.
I am a multimedia designer. I also have my own vlog. Yeah.
She designed these shirts. Shout out to Sister Girl Radio. Hit her up. She did a dope flyer. One of the dopest she's done. That I think is one of the coolest ones you've done. Because it flashes.
That's Abstract Media. That's Abstract with a C and a K. Check me out.
Perfect. Okay, so Omari, where do we want to start? We've been going back and forth with a whole bunch of topics. So let's start. We'll start here. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna go right in.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're gonna start with sex first off the top.
Let's go right in.
Sex off the top. Sex off the top.
On Sunday morning.
Okay, so if this is too personal, just say pass. Okay. Okay, start with Bags.
Okay.
Bags, do you watch adult film?
Definitely.
Mike?
Definitely.
Omari?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do I have to answer?
You do.
Yeah.
More than a teenage boy going through puberty.
Oh, really?
That answer?
Yeah, me not quite that much, but yeah.
What's not that much?
Jesus save me.
I don't watch that much.
Oh, okay. So
especially during the pandemic.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
What's the average? I mean, like you watch
I literally
2 times a day or once a day?
I only need like a minute and a half of a good scene, and I probably do that 3 times a week. So what's that? That's 4.5 minutes of porn a week.
They only take a minute and a half.
Can I say why I don't take a minute and a half?
It's clearly obvious why.
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Go ahead and guess.
Because the toy is the bomb?
I'll just ask.
Yeah.
What toy? I'm gonna ask. What bullet there, honey? You got
the death story? No. The death story.
Go ahead.
We're on live. We're talking. Her son comes in. Omari got her vibrator charger right here.
Oh.
And I'm like, Denise,
with the thing on that?
With the thing on it.
With the thing on
He doesn't
that.
usually just walk.
I say, Denise, look. I'm like, she's like, oh, I don't give a crap.
Well, the thing is, because once he's in there, I can't draw attention to it and be trying to hide it.
Right.
And then here I am.
You got to go with the flow at that point.
Yeah,
but then here I am on her live.
Like, what was that? You know.
But then I'm on your live like, Omari.
Okay, let me ask a question. If he say he would have asked, "What is this?" What response do you think you would have had ready for that?
How old is he?
He's 8.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I would have had a response ready, to be honest. But I probably would have been like, "Oh, it's nothing. Show me that Roblox you were talking about earlier."
Oh,
and then he'll never remember.
You think I mean?
You know what? My oldest son, I definitely knew that earlier in life he was aware. He was sexually aware. My little baby's on the spectrum, so he has autism, very low, high functioning. So you can hardly tell, but his innocence is really still intact.
Mm-hmm.
So with my oldest son, I knew pretty early that I was like, oh, he gets it, but the baby not so much.
Damn, but tell the ladies. I'm sorry. What's the name of that thing?
That's what I wanted to know. I tried to Google it during the pandemic and couldn't find it.
A minute and a half.
So it's like a little. It's 2 things.
Okay, we don't get to it. She'll send it to you. I got a question.
You
now is
post
that
that
3 times a week if you are not engaging frequently, or is that even if you are engaged?
No, that I went a year celibate.
Yes,
so
you did.
That was 3 times a week in my year. And if I'm getting it regularly, then I try not to masturbate only because that impacts you. It impacts your ability to orgasm. I want to be able to orgasm organically, so I try to limit it.
Big Mike, what about you? Is it often? Is it just when you feel like it? Is it on Tuesdays after church? Like when is it?
That's what I feel like.
Okay, so you feel you have an addiction to it?
No.
So question for
you. That was a slight.
Probably like once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks? You shouldn't even watch it then. They miss you on there. Look, don't watch it. Once every 2 weeks?
No, I only watch it when I need to pop off.
And you probably don't need to because you have,
if I had a real thing, I ain't got to do it.
Okay, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But
some men do both.
If I ain't got the real thing, I got to pop off somehow.
We get because Bags is next, bro. I'm asking you, ready to say something.
I'm totally different. First of all, not to throw my dad under the bus, but I used to like steal his actual tapes when I was like very young. Okay. Yeah. So to just be able to just click Safari and then just go through to Pornhub to that, you know how easy that is. I don't care how much sex I have, I'm still gonna masturbate. I'll put you to sleep and finish it myself. Whatever happens. I have my days. I could go weeks without it, but then I might have a day where it's just a marathon. Marathon.
So you don't find. So this was leading into the one.
Well, can I answer the question?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
I think I have a problem
with the watching of it, or the
like it did kind of increase during the pandemic, but I was talking to Omari and she kind of confirmed. She was like, "Oh well, yeah, something's going on." And when she mentioned what we're going to segue into, I was like, "Well, is that a problem if that's for me? Because if it was for on that end, could it be for the woman?" So go ahead and segue into what I'm talking about.
So I've come across men, especially, that have had issues orgasming from actual vegging because they have overworked themselves through masturbation. So are you ever concerned that, and it's not just the masturbation portion, it's also the visual. So porn sex is very different.
You know what?
There is some real sex out there that can be like porn sex, but porn sex is always this perfectly disgusting, acrobatic.
Well, those are professionals, so
yes, but
not all of them.
The problem is, unless you're.
I mean, that's what you watch. You can watch amateur.
Right. But the problem with that is sometimes these visuals get stuck in your head. So when you're with someone that's, a little more normal looking and does more normal sexual things and isn't as kinky, isn't as raunchy, sometimes I think it's hard to be intrigued by them when all you have is this visual stimulation of this person that's like extra all the time.
I mean, I watch play basketball. I don't think I'm LeBron James when I go to the rec center.
But some people can't separate. We have to also remember too, everyone is on a different mental plane, and some people cannot separate.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think because that's why I say I only watch it when I need to now. Because it was a time I was addicted to. I'm like,
but what about when
you? Wow, go home and pop one out.
Being naked in front of me is the aphrodisiac I need. I don't care what I want.
That's what you when you perform because you wanted that woman in that video that made you pop off, and then you get.
So you gotta watch porn more like the people you have sex with.
You get this church sex. You get this church sex when you come.
Don't watch professionals.
You used to see it. And
then you come home.
Tell her to do that.
But it's still different.
Okay, can I get the floor? I got a question.
My sex is porn. It's just no camera.
Instead of like you got a few words that are gonna bring you perfect women, you're gonna have to start looking up average West Side.
You know what I'm saying? That look at strippers with bullet holes porn.
Real quick, we're gonna roll down real quick. But I have a question for the guys, and then we're gonna segue something else. When getting fellatio, shout out to fellatio. And she messing up. Do y'all just like try to guide her sometimes, or be like, just get her off and switch positions? What you mean? What's messing up? There are some women that use teeth that don't know how to deep throw. Shall we get into it? We can use a whole show.
That's definitely messing up. Yeah, your teeth.
You still using teeth. something's wrong.
I am
Whoa.
Dr. Head. There's a lot of things.
Oh, I'm not. I would never claim to be doctor.
That's a lot of responsibility.
I want to stamp for it. I want to learn more. I want to get better. So here, Omari, what did Carrie say? I want you to touch that little thing and say we ain't gonna get talking.
And I'm not. Please
upon request. Have you ever requested anything like that? I'm saying like it's a different. Like I've had plenty of people. Like I've been there before, but
what do you mean,
I've never had anybody request that.
What do you mean?
I want you to touch the dangly thing in the back.
It depends on who he is. Everybody don't get like throat effing, Everybody don't.
I know. I'm just saying for a woman to say that, that's amazing.
Listen, let me tell
you. I mean, like you want that?
I will never say that.
Like that's what you want.
Okay, but ask me a question. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Ask me a question. Okay. It depends on who you are. That's a special treatment. See,
right.
Sometimes
but I'm just saying there is somebody when you ask. You answered the question already.
Wait, I got something else I want to say. Sometimes y'all think we being lazy. It's because we don't care about you. Sex sometimes, performance, if you just a quick nut, like there's some guys that get 0. It's not because I don't do it. It's just because that's what you here for. So sex can
I appreciate that, me personally.
Sex can also depend on how you feel about a person. So everybody don't get to think anything in the back of the throat. But don't mean I can't do it. And make you sit up on the edge of the bed and ask me why my husband divorced me. I've had that happen. So,
how you leave
it? A lot more to life.
It's a lot more, but you forget. When you touch the dangly thing, you forget about the rest of life.
I'm just telling you a quote that was said to me. I'm sorry. That's a real quote. So, that's just what I'm saying. But do you guys get what I'm saying? I'm sure you all have that in your relationship. I'm sure you've been in love with people and haven't. So it's just different.
Like me personally, I don't want a woman, if you're going to be down there playing and licking, like I don't even want that. Don't even let's just get to the other part. And, but if you take pride in it, you love it, you want me to touch the dangly thing, that's the person.
But here's something that's going to spin your head. I don't like getting it. And that's weird, right?
No, it's weird to me, but I know women like that.
I think, and this is
why
like that. I think the watching the porn and sex toys have done that, Omari. I'm being honest with you. Back to what you said about how you can get to a certain level, and if you're not getting there by somebody else, then you don't want it from it.
So I can agree that when you have a bullet that's going to stimulate your clitoris perfectly
in a minute,
it's kind of
in a minute
to have a man perform cunnilingus and just lick your clit. It doesn't feel like it's not going to ever compare to that.
Yes, you just go keep hitting that same old spot.
Yeah, it's just not going to compare.
Yeah, so I can.
Well, that's your fault. Stop using machines. I mean, if you man or machine, like, come on now, you just literally. Your co-host just literally just said out her mouth that she has ruined herself with this machine for a man.
Unless he married
you. I never.
A man can't add up to that. Is what you just said.
I ruined myself.
What? That's what it is. It's ruined. No man will ever stand up to the machine.
Now, here's the funny thing. I was in a relationship for 20 years, married 10 of them, and I had not orgasmed from cunnilingus, and I was not using.
What is cunnilingus?
That is his.
Why you go on that long and you can teach them how.
I love my.
Put that on right here.
I craved it that much. Like I enjoyed.
You went 10 years and then bust. You didn't crave a bust.
She loved him. They were married.
No. I don't. Wait. I never said I didn't orgasm. I said from that. I don't really like. I'm not
just from the head. Right.
What did you say? You went 9 to 10 years.
We were together 20 years total, and I had not orgasmed from cunnilingus. I don't crave cunnilingus. Like I don't crave, and I'm going to use the correct term because we can't say
can't curse. Right.
Yeah, I feel like I want to curse. I'm going to say cunnilingus, but I didn't crave that. I still, to this day, don't crave that part of sex. There are so many other ways to get me off. There's so many.
Not your thing.
I have 7 in other ways. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We
my
talk about
is,
I thought you said. Right, that's what I thought.
For both of y'all, I'm just. Where these years coming from? Like neither one of y'all 40. How old was y'all when y'all got married? Like 15?
I'm not 40.
I said neither one of y'all are.
I got married when I was 23.
You went to West with us.
Right, y'all got married.
We got married at 25 and we got divorced at 34.
Okay, not to change the subject. Do you think that getting married that early had anything to do with the fact that it didn't last?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. For me, yes.
But it saved me because I feel like if I didn't get married that early, I probably have 7 babies by 9 baby daddies.
Like I'm that terrified. Let me tell you something.
Been out in the streets. I don't know.
And this I don't want to get emotional because we talked about this last night. But I think I really did it because of image reason, because I didn't want we didn't shack. I didn't want to have a baby daddy because like when I would tell people that I didn't have kids and he would have kids, they would look at me weird. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I wanted to per se have the American dream. So when he proposed, it was like, okay, good. If I get married, I won't have a baby out of wedlock and I won't be a baby mama. And I'm not gonna lie, that those kind of things go through my head. Yes, because of the way society looks at us and makes us feel. Does that make sense?
In my situation, it does make sense. I think in my situation, me and Bruce loved each other. And we thought love was enough. And when you're young, you think love is enough. Now that I'm older, I know love is not going to carry the weight. Like there's so much more to having a life with someone. So number one, we loved each other so much. We thought that was going to be fine and we were going to just be perfect from love. And then also we had been together 10 years from kids to our mid-20s. We felt like
you different people by then though.
Huh?
I say you different people by then though.
But do you ever feel people get married because they feel they owe each other? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And men propose.
You say get married why?
Because they feel like they owe it to the person. Yeah. Like you put your time in, it's time to upgrade you to the next position. Yes.
And that's how women feel too. Like, I done been here with him. Now he gonna marry me.
Right.
That's totally not the right idea.
Facts. Well, we talking about that last night. How many years does it take? Is it 5? Is it 10? Like, what's your?
It depends on the people,
right?
And the people, though. It depends on the people too, as well as age. At 14 and 24, you're 2 different. But you're probably your 3rd person by 24.
This is a great segue. So, what if Bags? I meet you. We talking about our expectations, right? And I tell you, I expect to be married in 5 years. Should I A, tell you my clock? Or B, keep it to myself, and then on the 4th year, the 360 days, cut it off. Like which one?
You need to tell me like
which one?
Don't tell them on day
right, for real, G. Right? Like
with me in that situation, it really doesn't matter.
You don't care. It is what it is.
You could tell me that. You could not tell me that. Either way is not gonna make my clock be your clock, and I'm gonna tell you that.
That's dope.
I'm gonna say that. Okay, you can have those expectations. You can feel that way. I'm not gonna hold it against you. But I don't have that. We'll see how I feel. We can continue to communicate up until that.
I like
but just because you're really ready will not make me ready.
I love it.
As long as you don't change your expectations and start putting things on me and you just leave your clock yours, you can tell me. Right. Or you can keep it to yourself. Really
that's fair. But if a man knows that in 5 years he won't be ready, he should definitely let a woman know that he's not.
I mean, how could he know that?
Facts.
I want you to tell me. Please tell me.
Oh, if you know that you never want to get married, then okay, that makes sense. But
I want to see every crazy move you finna make now.
But then that's also like how I love Beyonce and certain things like that. You're telling someone how to treat you instead of letting them be their authentic self. Does that make sense?
Right.
I don't find a problem with that either.
No, you can tell a man what you like, but you can't.
But don't expect them to just be that.
Let me give you an example. I'm not trying to say that I like flowers and stuff like that, but if you tell somebody something, it's like how you see a job and then you adjust your resume to kind of match it. I don't want that. I want the real you. I don't like representing.
And then decide that's fair too, but most women are not like that.
Hey, let me ask this question. Do you all believe that you should have an extra partner, like a sister wife? You know, if you was in a relationship to resolve some of your problems.
I would love that.
Wrong show.
Let me tell you this.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I was in a relationship for 20 years. I know love has its ebbs and flows. And there are some days that I might need to check out. Also, if she's the babysitter, I would love that.
Okay. I need a little clarification from y'all. Just a little. I'm pretty intelligent.
You are.
So I kind of can wrap my brain around what that means, but I've never watched any of those shows. So like clarify a little bit what you mean. What is a sister wife?
Sister wife can be both. They have one where they live in all separate houses, and then he goes from house to house. There's this white guy that if you ever Google, it's called Sister Wives. And he has he's legally married to one, and the others are just a union. And he put them all on one block, and he would just go from block. I think it's 25 kids.
So he has a physical relationship with one of them?
He has
all of them?
No, well, yeah, because he has 25 kids between all of them.
Yeah.
And he put them all on one block.
That's pimping.
But see, y'all.
But he take care of them.
He do take care of them.
They don't have to do nothing.
They don't work. The wives don't work or nothing. They just stay in the house, take care of the kids.
And they don't have to deal with it 7 days a week. That's amazing.
They got a schedule.
Like, I only get to
so them all his baby mamas, and like technically one is his wife.
And ain't no man coming
and
down.
And all of them. Well, how many women is it?
5.
It's 5 women, but yeah, in the same community.
In the cul-de-sac.
They got a backyard is enclosed. All of them.
They come out their house into the same.
I don't see how he still walks.
What? That's no.
It's not.
I don't know about the having. I wouldn't want to deal with 5 women like that. But I mean, if they know they like, I'm talking about physically. I wouldn't want all that. That's just too much for me. But to have the kids could do all that, like, woo, that's. But see,
cool. At that point, it's beyond just a sexual fetish.
Really, the big religious aspect of it is to be able to reproduce.
But at that point, it's not that you just like the sex. It's something else. It's maybe your culture, the way you were raised. It can't just be hitting it all night because he has to, like, that's got to be physically tight.
I ain't say all that. Y'all said that.
But here's the thing. In what country is it where I can have 5 men? Because I think I can't have 5. Maybe 3. Where can I have 3?
I would like 2. In an ideal world, I would let my man have another chick, and I would have another dude, and we'd all live and be happily ever after. Like, that would be amazing.
Shout out to everybody watching. I got one more sex question.
You would do that?
Yeah.
All right, don't try to talk to her after the show. Listen,
no, I mean that wasn't a personal. Like I want to be either one of those guys. I just couldn't believe it. It just was shocking. I've never heard a woman speak like that.
But here's the thing,
y'all crazy.
I hate to bring this up so much. I don't mean to say it in a way like I think I'm better than anyone else or that I've been. The reality is, I was in a 20-year relationship before the age of 40. I'm not even going to be 40 for a few years.
True.
And so I've been there, done that. I did the whole love thing. I did the whole kids and marriage thing. I did the whole divorce thing. I literally lived an entire lifetime before the age of 40.
True.
So I'm not against trying other things. So
I ain't
that's why I might speak differently than women that have never had the things that I had because they're still looking for the love thing. They still believe.
Well, that's only one more thing for you to do.
Okay, so let me take some questions off.
No, I actually tried and it didn't work out.
Okay, so let me go down.
I tried.
Oh, that's right. So she's like, I even tried that. Right, so y'all just open books around y'all.
Right, let me start with bags. Let's make this kind of quick so we move on.
Okay.
What's off limits sexually? Name 2 things real quick.
Anything involving my
that's always
anything involving mine.
Take that one out because I know both of y'all are gonna say it. So nothing anal for both of you.
Well, nothing else comes to mind.
That's it. So just stay away.
I mean, I'm not saying that's it. You told me to think quickly. Off the top.
Well, we all know.
I don't really think of. I don't really think of anything.
No peeing and no booty.
Oh no type of.
No spitting on me.
Yeah. No dookie on the chest and all that.
No R. Kelly.
Y'all remember that movie? Why was no one ever dookie on my chest?
Did you just say you would let a guy pee on you, Marty?
Not on me, I don't think.
Not on you, but what else would it be?
Oh, you was trying.
I was just thinking
you would pee on him.
Yeah, I would.
Are you serious?
We talked about that, didn't we? By request? Exactly.
Cold word, because I got to pee anyway. So
that is disgusting.
Yeah,
we talked about that sitting right here, but it was like, yeah.
Okay, Omari, what are your 2 things?
I really don't have 2 things.
Clearly.
I think defecation.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of the picture.
Stuff like that. We talked about that.
Other than that, I don't think
I'm still out the window, but listen, check this out. I ain't sucking no toes. And I ain't licking no hoes. Like
me, I'm not a foot person at all. I don't like feet, but it's not off limits.
That's off limits, or that you gonna?
It just can't be by request. No, it's not off limits.
No, she said she has one thing that's off limits. What is it?
Okay, so I went on a date over the summer with this guy, and he got so drunk that he just started telling me everything about his life and about himself and the things he likes. And he said that he likes to be fingered while getting fellatio.
Is he white?
Oh, and I won't peg you.
No.
I won't peg you. Do you know what pegging is?
I can't do that.
Not by definition.
I would peg a man.
Pegging is taking a strap on and you bend over. How you like that?
Yeah, I'm not doing.
You might want to add that to your list.
Again, that's like the dangly thing. Like, who requests that? Like, that's a request.
Wait, somebody
we argued about this on Facebook. That's not gay. I said, if that ain't, that was the inventor of gay. If your man tell you
he requests that.
I don't think
he requested that.
She said that ain't gay.
I don't think gay. I think anything.
What's wrong with her?
So she one of those freaks. She thinks sex don't mean have nothing to do with that. That's what they say. I know. I know where she going.
Let you bend over.
If he's gonna bend over.
Like you do.
And I strap on a penis, baby, and put it in his butt.
That ain't gay.
In the dictionary, his picture's next to gay.
See, this the question. That raised other questions for me. Like,
gay.
okay, he just got that in his trunk, or like he got to
no,
deal with women that are already into that, or like that's what lets you know whether or not it's gay. Like that, it's gay. Period. Because if he requesting that means he bought one before. Like he got one.
So here's the thing. Here's how I feel about that. I will be honest that if a man asks me to do that, I may be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Just to put on the bucket list.
But I also feel like gay. That's really. I think we throw gay around too easily. If this man is engaging in sexual activity with a woman, it's not gay sex.
But he want a penis inside of him. It doesn't matter who it is.
Here was his explanation of it. That's a man's G-spot or D-spot or whatever.
I've seen things like that. But okay.
I can't blame a man for wanting an anal orgasm. Like those are the best.
A man?
I just don't. Now,
how could you use the word man and anal orgasm in the same sentence? And it's not gay. Like, how does that work?
We sit here and say that men that are gay are not men. Come on, let's not.
Who said that?
No, he said don't use the word man
and anal orgasm and say it's not gay.
Men have anal orgasms all the time. They're still men.
No, I have to agree with Omari on that. You're still a man.
How do men have anal orgasms all the time?
You say man.
Oh.
But you're saying don't use the word man in that same sentence, but that's not fair because then we're saying, well, then gay men are not men. We're not going to say
that. That is not what that was. And you just explained what I said with what you said. I said don't use anal orgasm with men unless it's gay. And then you went back and said gay men have anal orgasms all the time. Thank you. Thank you for reiterating what I said.
She will come against you with that.
Man, it's not a problem though.
Next subject,
because I'm not down talking anybody though. I'm not. I didn't say anything negative about it. I'm just saying call a spade is all I'm saying. If you request an anal orgasm 10 times out of 10, you're gay. That's all I'm saying. I don't agree. I say it's a bad thing.
There's too much anal going
on. Okay.
Hey, Mike. Hey, good job. How we both just let the I'm a fan of anal comment roll off like with a straight face. That is. Okay. I'm growing up right before the world's eyes.
Park request. Okay, so I post this meme on Facebook. It said,
"She means meme, ladies and gentlemen."
I'm like meme.
She hates when I say
always
that.
Says meme.
Meme. I did that so that
meme.
Yeah. Here we go. So let me get this straight. Y'all want women to go to work, come home, cook, clean, and tend to the kids, and pay half the bills while y'all just go to work and come home? I don't think so.
Hold on, who just said that's all we do is go to work?
You not paying half.
I'm sorry, what was the question, Mike?
I mean, we do vice.
So wait a minute. Let's just talk about Chicago. So we can both get off work at 5 and we fight the 2:90 to get home. And you supposed to play Fortnite and smoke and have a beer, and I'm supposed to dance around the house.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. How was you growing up as one? What was you taught? What you taught by your grandmama? You supposed to come home and make your man feel like the king of the house?
No, wait, now hold on.
Hey,
hold on, brother.
Hey.
So because we split some of the responsibilities when we get home from work, I'm still not treating my man like a king.
Yeah.
And
so here's the thing about
the grandma.
Here's the thing about the grandma.
Am I working?
We're talking about women that didn't work.
Complain if he did work.
Complain if he did work. Grandmas didn't even work. So you can't say to me, your grandma taught you how to be a good woman to a man, and you tell me, but ignore the fact that your grandma didn't work because I still want you to work, but I want you to do as your grandma said.
I totally agree.
I say
like, you have to be fair. If our grandma taught us to be a good man that totally 100% catered to her man and her children and had everything taken care of when they got home, when he woke up in the morning.
Totally different. I agree with you totally with that. Let's just be honest. Let's just be all the way honest. 9 times out of 10, women today ain't their grandma.
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, men are not their grandfather. It's easier for a woman to be that submissive when a man is that dominant. He's taking
but
care
we got
of
more granddad
these
traits
things.
in us than the grandmama do.
We're nothing like
Women
our
got
grandfather.
grandmama.
Let's just be honest.
Hey,
So
you talking about you?
how can you expect your? But okay, now in my situation, it's totally different. I've never had a woman who cook and clean like that. Most women who I come across, if they do cook, once I start cooking, they usually don't cook anymore. So that changes that narrative out.
That's why I'm saying you got who you with.
Nowadays,
I've never had a woman that goes to work, cooks, cleans, take care. Like that don't really exist in my situation.
But nowadays, more women are making more than men. Back then, grandma and them
didn't even work.
Have an education. Grandma was dropped out at six years.
So what you need a man for then?
Well, it's things they can't do.
There's so many reasons to need a man.
The vibrator doesn't have a heartbeat.
Tell me though, you complaining?
That's where the control comes in.
Tell me what you complaining.
Men use money as control.
Because you just said you got to get up, go to work, or get the kids. He do the same thing if you can.
What I'm saying,
yeah,
Mike,
it's teamwork.
Well, that depends on what man you got.
Wait. You're missing the point.
So
You're missing the point. That man is saying that there wasn't teamwork. They're saying that I come home from work, you sit on the couch and play Fortnite and have a beer while I'm cooking, getting the kids ready, doing schoolwork, all that shit stuff when we get off of work, and you chilling. That's what this man is saying.
Yeah,
who does that though?
Because if you
who's doing that
happen,
evidently
it was a pattern.
We ain't even talking about what men expect. Where the
yes.
women at that's doing that? Where that's it?
There's some women that do that.
Show me that. I don't know no woman like that. I'm just being honest.
I have friends that will get off work that get up.
I mean, if he $1 million man, like everything else take care of, then
you got a girlfriend that does
don't work
right?
like that.
Maybe she wants to do this thing. She has no problem with doing these things.
How do you feel? Are you okay with that? Or do you feel?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You supposed to be even Omari, or you feel that you should come home and you dance around while he sit on the couch? How do you feel?
So we all know, and I hate when we talk about this, and people call me a pick me. I am into a pick me as a woman that says things that men like to be chosen. First of all, I'm chosen, so it don't matter. But
I heard that.
But I do believe in gender roles to an extent.
I do too.
I am very big on a woman taking care of a home. I am very big on a woman taking care of the children primarily. Okay. I do feel like a man should help, but I don't think it has to necessarily be 50-50. But I also don't believe that I should be paying 50% of those bills either. So it goes both ways. I feel
so you feel like he should pay more.
He should pay more. We should both have a bigger take care of a bigger portion of the gender role that we're speaking of, but there should be a little bit of integration there.
Got it.
You know, that's just how I look at it. But I do believe that a woman should take care of the home.
I kind of pretty much agree.
Okay, well let's segue. Man, listen. Preferences. As far as who you date and who you like and rejection and things like that. Omari, we talked about this heavily during the pandemic. So
sisters.
Yeah, so men, when you approach a woman, okay, and she lets you know, no.
Hold on a second. Did you just say sisters?
I thought she said dating preferences. I was say.
What is that?
You prefer to date sisters?
He's saying like he likes. He's saying like.
Oh, okay. He's like, look, we both.
That's right, Mike. Is that what you were saying?
What we just said. And right. Okay, me and Sean. Me and Bad.
You was gonna
keep being on the same page. Exactly. I'm like, what? Like,
hold up. You told us.
She was gonna snap.
I did too. I'm like, dude, you bold. Like, that's your preference. And then you understand. Right.
Okay. All right. So,
seating arrangements are correct, I guess.
All right, Mike, wait your turn. Mike, wait your turn, because Omari. So
I'm like, what?
Okay, so Sean, you hit my inbox like, "What's up? Hey, sexy lady, how you doing today?" No, and I reply, "Hey, what's up?" You know.
Okay.
And he's like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm single. Can I take you out?" I'm like, "No, I'm not interested." And she's respectful. You know, she ain't call you a scrub or like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do men come back and say certain? What is so hard?
Oh, okay.
Wait, let me talk about my personal experience, because as a plus size woman, I feel like men feel like I shouldn't have a preference. I have heard I should be happy you tried to talk to you. You were fat anyway. I haven't lost 1 calorie since we had this conversation. All this other stuff. And it's like, and I'm normally 9 times out of 10 respectful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but why is it that certain people are looked at like we shouldn't have a preference? Well, he said that you should be happy I tried to talk to you. He was saying because you are fat,
okay,
you should accept what I want. He's about 5'5". What was I going to do? Sit him on my lap and kiss him?
You already had 3 things. Don't
I'm gonna be done after that.
I can't. I'm trying to remember the first thing to answer. Don't go too far yet. Hold on. First of all, to answer the question, why do men do that? You know what I mean? See, first you started off with, if I'm the person doing it, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to lose. That's why they respond to you like they do.
Explain
because the fact that they extended and you didn't accept, now they butt hurt. They having these feelings, and then now they want to backlash and take it out on you and try to make themselves feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Filthy, if he's filthy, that means he's unattractive. And he looks at me because I'm bigger. He thinks he has more of a shot because I'm fat. Does that make sense to everybody?
And that's why he coming through the inbox, because he thinking that, okay, this is a battle that he could win. See, me, I don't do that. I prefer to meet people face to face. I want to smile. I want to laugh. I don't offer dates. Okay. I don't extend like that.
I've had that happen in person too, so I'm sorry to say inbox.
I'm just saying I don't extend like that. I would rather hang out with you and decide that I want to go on a date with you versus ask you for a date to hang out with you. You know what I mean? Like I don't do that. I'm just a different type of person, I guess.
I've had men approach me and me turn them down politely. Because one thing about me is I'm never like a a-hole and literally been called a B.
That's them. They butt hurt.
I'm not an a-hole to me.
They feel like, who are you to reject me?
Oh, okay.
No, I was really saying, that you are one. That's why I was like,
I know you were saying that.
I've never done that a day in my life.
Wait, look. Let me tell you about this one right here. She plays 0 games, honey.
Yeah, but not when you're just coming at me. You know what I mean?
So have you ever had a guy say back, well, you Puerto Rican chick or whatever, like say something offensive when you reject them? You've never had that happen?
Well, first of all, people don't ever know Puerto Rican when they see me, so they're not going to just know that unless I tell them that.
Right.
But I have had them call me a B, be like, you dumb B, or, you know.
Right.
I've had
because you didn't go with it. Because you didn't go out on date with it.
Call me ugly, and I laughed. I was like, oh, now we both know.
Facts.
But, they do it. I think it's an ego. Like, it hurts their ego.
Absolutely.
But it's probably, too, sometimes how you say it.
But that's one thing.
I just said respectfully. I said respectfully. Like right now, I'm not interested. Right? I go look.
I personally just say no, thank you. Like that's literally my go-to is no.
I'd be like, right now, I'm not interested. I'm just chilling. Yeah. I never. If you come to me as a man, I never am disrespectful. Now, if you Uber for me, if you tap,
it's something that just ask. I mean,
or not even be disrespectful, just saying no, women get killed.
Now, if you tap the app and you Uber for me, I'm coming for you, Sean. You know that. So if you say something disrespectful, I feel like you open up the floodgates. But if I say something nice to you, like I had this one guy, and then we're gonna move on. We were talking or whatever, and I asked him why he had 2 phones. The background phone rang. And he said, well, right now you're filling out my application. If you make the job, you'll get on the other phone. And I said some words that shouldn't be on here. I said, you approached me at the gas station. You filling out my MF application. Right. And God bless you. And hung up the phone.
Right. That's like when guys ask me for pictures.
Y'all getting a little too
like
cocky
they hit me in my inbox here. And they ask me for more pictures. And I'm like, you in my inbox. I'm not
get everything together before you hit me up. I'm gonna work harder for you to talk to me. Like, I think men have gotten cocky, too cocky.
Right.
I'm speaking about my generation and what I'm living in from when I was younger to now, Sean.
Oh no, I used to get it when I was younger.
I mean, I always been cocky, so it's different for me. Period. I'm just being honest.
That's a fact. Well, since the 20,
I have never lacked for self-esteem, so it's certain things I just can't do. I can't do that. I don't just ask women. I don't get in inboxes just be like.
Sean, when you were more of a snicker, did you get? Because I know more girls when you got a little thinner, but when you were a little more snickerish, did your self-esteem change? Yes, it did. It did.
No.
You lying.
Now look, I'm gonna be as honest as I can be with this. I'm just honest as I can.
Mike, I love you, Mike, too.
If anybody knows me for real, like for a long time, like, okay, I lost a lot of weight, like 80 pounds or so, right?
Yes, you look so good.
Who can say when I weighed 80 pounds more,
but you were cute either way,
didn't get women. 2, I was like, I had low self-esteem. No, my self-esteem was for myself, like physically things I couldn't do. When I went to play sports and I had to overachieve with this weight, it kind of made me better, but those were my self-esteem.
Well, mine did when I lost.
It wasn't about partying, dancing, getting women. Like I could do that with the weight at the same level that I could. So yes, I had self-esteem issues, but not in the terms of like
when I lost my 100 pounds a long time ago, it changed everything.
Okay.
I'm speaking for myself.
I've been bigger
but I attest that to my mama. She kept my hair done. She made me feel good. So even though I was a heavier girl, but I am fine. But no, I'm joking. Even though I was a heavier girl, I had self-esteem. You know that, Sean. You in school and stuff like that. So I think it still starts at home as well.
But I think it's different. So I don't know. I'm only speaking for me. I started my life smaller. So I lived my life as a smaller person that always got attention. Omari. And then I got bigger as I got older.
That's harder to deal with.
Sean, she wants to be a BBW. She is offended when she is not. Sean,
that's hard to deal with though. When you're small and then you gain weight. Yeah, that's different.
I'm asking is she a BBW or plus size? She's a plus size, not BBW.
In their standard, she would be a BBW.
No, she was not.
Can I ask you a
question? I mean, you in your standards maybe not, but the regular BBW standard.
Why you don't like BBW?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you now. My partner and them used to go to BBW parties.
What is a BBW party?
Bust down parties.
No, that's not the same.
How old are you? 70? We don't talk like that no more.
That's BDP.
BBW, not BBD.
Bust down women. You can be there.
Listen to what I'm saying. You ain't listening to what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, you go to them parties and mingle though and all that, but right after the parties, a lot of them it be at hotels and then be going down.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And my guy, they used to be like, I'm finna go to this BBW and bust down all of them.
And they wasn't all BBWs. They friends with them, right? Exactly. I remember that.
But what I'm saying is, they just thought of them as women that love to get down. You know what I'm saying? So when I say BBW, I'm like,
I get it.
When people think that, like,
but Mikey, let me tell you this though. You just looking at one part of that, and I can go back to specific situations. Just listen. The specific situation that you speaking of. See, look, it's 100 women there. You feel me? 20 of them or so have these rooms. That don't mean that it's a bust down party. That means you at a BBW where some of the women that's what they.
I said, evidently, he didn't hear what I said.
I said they was bust down parties. That's kind of shallow. Not everybody.
Okay, have y'all ever been to like one of those brothel things where everybody there and getting it in different rooms?
A brothel is a place where you solicit prostitution.
That's only in Nevada.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You talking about the bunny?
That's only legal like overseas and things, unless you go to Vegas.
I'm sorry, I had a part. Listen. I mean, would y'all go to a sex party like if Sean and me was together, we go to one of them parties like, and I can get fellatio. You know those parties that they have.
That's a swinger set, right?
Okay,
it's a swinger party.
Would y'all go to a swinger set? Sean, yes or no?
I've never been to a swinger.
Well, would you go?
If I had a woman that was comfortable with that, yeah.
Okay, so I would go if only things were done with my man, meaning we're going to watch live sex to get off with each other. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't go and then interact.
I don't want to go see dude them though.
I mean, it depends on who you with. Because I know I got a partner that does that. And then like he got two different women and they kind of both put him on it, right? So one of them, they thing is like, she more into the girl and she let the other guy be there and the four of them. And then the other one, like she want to go. We both scoping out who we want to and then we go off do our own thing and then we go home together. You know what I mean? Like, so if I was in that situation with a female, like, but she would have to be on that. I wouldn't introduce, hey, you want to do this? Like, I wouldn't, because it's not my thing already. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do it if I had a female that was on it.
What about you, Omari? Yes. I mean, what about you, Omari?
Absolutely not.
What? You let somebody pee on you, but you won't go watch live sex?
I did not say I was let someone pee on me. I did not say I was let someone pee on me. I mean, I never.
Okay,
she just didn't denounce it.
You said you would pee on somebody, but you wouldn't go watch live sex with your man. Huh?
Getting peed on and peeing on somebody.
You answered my question for me and did what
No, I was saying Omari.
I was gonna say it was you that she said yes.
I was saying yes. I could have bet my bottom dollar she was gonna say
yes. She did, and she was wrong.
clearly. I got it now.
I'm not a huge fan of like random sex. I'm not a huge fan of like just.
But bathroom in the bedroom, you cool with. I'm confused. Huh? I said, but bathroom in the bedroom, you're cool with.
If that's my man.
Okay, get down.
Whatever. That's totally different. I'm not gonna bone somebody else's dude. I don't know what he has. I don't know what. Like that's just
no. Okay, what about what I said? What about what I said? Watch the live section. You go with your guy, maybe give him a blowjob. But y'all don't interact with the people. You're just watching the sex.
I will definitely watch somebody.
Okay. Because they have a place downtown called Smash and Eggs. It's watching live porn. You can have breakfast. I would go to that.
Live porn?
Eggs and
look at y'all like look. He going home tonight. Like
I'm like yeah.
Like live people.
Well, I don't know if I want to eat
eggs and watch.
I'd rather drink liquor if that's the case. But
I'm just telling y'all different lifestyles. If they call it smut and eggs, you can Google it right now. I think it's called smut and eggs. They might be closed because of the pandemic, but it's a spot that you can go to and watch different things and whatever. And you're not interacting with the person. I don't know about if I want to eat though. That's the nasty part.
That's what I said. I don't know if I want to eat.
I can just sit there with a glass of wine.
That's what I said. I'd rather drink if that's the case.
Yeah.
But I never even knew this was.
Like that, Omari? Would you go something like that?
I don't want to eat and watch.
I just said, just have wine and just chill with your girlfriend, just watch.
Yeah, I want more than wine. We're gonna drink.
Okay, what about you, Big Mike? Would you go to that? Would you for a bachelorette party or something like? A bachelor party, go with your boys or something like that?
No.
Okay, Sean.
No bachelor party.
Bags.
Sitting around.
What's the question again?
Would you go to what I just defined and just chill with your boys and or a girl or whatever? Would you go?
I ain't no party pooper.
You smile big like a Kool-Aid
somebody,
when I said it.
Again, I wouldn't want to eat. I'd rather drink.
But
again, it's all about how it's introduced and who asking me to go there. You know what I mean? Right, it's not anything I would ever search out. I never even knew about it until you mentioned it. But I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, I watch it on the TV. Why not? I've never seen live porn. Like it's either orgy or is porn. Like it's just.
Let Omari
they have sex
Facebook
and we
question.
just.
You don't say a question. Okay, cool. Sean, we were talking about preferences as far as would you date outside your race or real quick down the line?
One, I never have.
Okay.
Two, absolutely I would.
Do white women approach you?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
It depends about the woman. It doesn't matter what color
it never went anywhere.
I've had white women approach me and I'm like, are you serious? And then I've actually been flattered before as well.
Really?
You know, so it depends on the person and how they come.
Okay. Big Mike, what's going on? Would you prefer sisters, Puerto Ricans?
Sisters.
Right.
It's still funny that we thought that. It's still funny that we thought.
She stopped the mic, baby. She stopped the show to ask you a question. So you was finna get enriched, and I gotta explain that later.
What's wrong with sisters, though?
No. It was just the whole.
I'm talking about what's wrong with sisters.
No, we were talking about sisters.
Like Future.
I'm saying, what's wrong with that too?
Nothing. It's just as a preference. That's pretty.
Big Mike, have you ever had threesome with two girls? If that's too personal, just say pass.
Yeah.
I can see that. Sean, Bags.
No, actually.
Would you? Of course.
Yeah.
Omari. Omari. Now here's something that I might not want to say on the show, and I don't care how y'all feel about me. Everybody listening, right?
Oh,
I want a threesome
with two dudes.
But they said that's a train. No, 3 people in the bedroom.
Well, you're a woman. Let's just be honest.
In a bedroom,
they all got
3 people.
Listen to this.
Yeah,
you're a woman. Wouldn't you rather be with 2 men than another woman and a man? Yeah. I know I'd rather be with 2 women than me and my guy with a woman. Come on, it's natural.
It's the guys that are go because they like. I ain't gonna let no other penis on her be in the room while my penis is on her. I've heard it all, so you don't find most.
Yeah, your man.
Not to say that I've been soliciting people.
Well, that's not anything you do with your man. I don't think.
No, I wouldn't do it with my man. I didn't say that. I would never do it with my man.
So what other man ain't going?
I've had.
You gotta pick 2.
I just told you they said that they're not gonna be in a room with another guy. His penis on her. Okay. Would you, Omari? Would you?
So you gotta get 2 friends then.
One of my fantasies has always been DP,
one of them,
but I don't think I could actually go through.
I can't do that.
Like, what's that?
DP,
double penetration. But I don't think I could go through with it. Like it's something I like to watch, but I'm like, when it comes to me, I'm like, I don't know that I could actually go through.
You gotta be a certain type of person for that.
Yeah,
but that would hurt.
Well, it depends on who you are.
Even if I was,
if both those muscles are exercised, doing it at the same time.
We know you wouldn't do that. And Bags wouldn't do it either.
It just seems like a lot of stretching. I just can't.
What about
to watch it?
What about
let me clear that up for you. Bags wouldn't do it for my life though, but if somebody paid me to do a scene, I'll do that.
Okay, what about double vag though?
No.
What about double vag though? What about double vag?
Now that I wouldn't do. Now that's too much. That's just touching that. Now that's different.
Yeah,
that's like a double cheeseburger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Now that's.
I'm gonna ask the big Mike because I know the answer. I'm scared.
That's totally different.
Back to you, Omari. So it just depends though. So you wouldn't do the two dudes if they're not DPing. Like individual.
No. I would do. I never said I never
because
said.
I'm learning a lot today, friend. I'm learning a lot.
No, so I would do.
Oh no!
I didn't even ask Mike. All right,
but I have to find two men that I trust.
Well, I wouldn't want one to be my man.
I don't do random. I just can't do random things. But no,
Damn,
you gotta be recruiting for that. I know 10 minutes left. It's like, yeah, it went very fast.
Can y'all please come back? Y'all gotta come back. We gotta.
Yeah, we
gotta come back before the year is out.
We're gonna have to do it again.
And then we're gonna switch it on y'all and let y'all kind of lead the conversation for us. Cause yes we do. Yes we do. We do more.
So we gonna come with our agenda and ask the question. We can do that.
Yeah, because
let's do it next month or something.
For another hour. Let's do it for another hour. Yeah. So I want to thank our guests here, but before I go, of course, I gotta plug my own cosmetic line that y'all see on Facebook all the time. I don't care about it. Hey, it's my show. For your lip pops, get your lip pop, Kiss Cosmetics. What is it, Omari? Kiss Candy
Cosmetics.
So you gotta consult for yours.
Hey,
her lip line.
Thank you.
Makeup line.
So
Kiss Candy Cosmetics.
Right, and everything's with a K on Facebook. So I just want to plug that. And tell them when y'all show is on, you guys. I won't leave you guys out. When's your show? Plug your show.
Every Thursday at 8:00. Everyday conversations on Intellectual Radio.
Yes. Okay, Bags. Plug your social media if you like to before we go. You don't want to plug your social media? Okay.
Nah, no need. I'm
What's
Bags.
Up?
You can find me if you look.
You can find me.
I literally had this whole conversation watching Joel Osteen across.
Nice.
It's very uncomfortable.
Big Mike.
Well, he with anything.
You want
so he gonna find a nice way to agree with everything. So.
Okay, Omari, go ahead and plug your business.
You can do double penetration.
She did these logos. She's dope. You guys hit her up. Go ahead and plug your social media for Alicia Business.
That is facebook.com/abstract ABSTRACKT media MEDIA. Check it out.
I hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as I do. I had a ball, you guys. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. And I thank you for tuning in to Cisco Radio, IntellectualRadio.com. Have a good Sunday and a blessed week.